housing week at Rogers. You can unwrap more during the Wrapped in Red event. That was one of our greatest offers of the year. Buy one, get one.
Drive-by shooter with a 401.
And the Galaxy S10e. Infinite data you can share. When you get them both on select 2-year Rogers Business plan. And more wireless listening with premium sound. When you get a pair of Samsung Galaxy Buds free. It's twice the night with Samsung Bongo and free Galaxy Buds. During the Wrapped in Red event on now at Rogers. Hello, Alpine Credits.
I own my home. I need money for approved.
Wait, that was mine.
Approved.
Hey!
Approved.
You own your home, so you are
Approved.
Please stop.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was just...
Approved.
Oh, you got me. So I'm,
Approved.
At Alpine Credits, we try to approve all home equity loan applications, regardless of your credit, age, or income. Find out more at alpinecredits.ca. Alpine Credits. Homeowners get approved. Fiscal license 12616 and 12617.
680 News Times 11.
Traffic and weather together are the ones brought to you by Icon Canada Airborne Shopper 680 Jordan Kerr.
The worst drive in the area right now will be westbound routes through Pickering, all because of a closure of the collector lanes through here. Westbound 401 from Whites Road to Port Union. The collector lanes are shut down because of a police investigation. It's backed up from approaching Brock Road Express and collectors. Your best off to stay on the West 401, get in the express lanes, and take those across because everything else is completely jammed up. Westbound Kingston Road, jammed solid from Liverpool to Shepherd and Port Union. Now keep in mind, there's no southbound Port Union ramp to the West 401, so you have to, if you're north of the 401, you have to go all the way over Shepherd to Meadowvale to get back onto the West 401. Now, a lot of people are jumping on the Twin Rivers. Don't take that as an alternate. It's not very good. It's a beautiful road, but very light residential. Not great for highway volumes of traffic. Going a bit further north, westbound Taunton is okay. Once it gets onto Steeles, it's slow from Resort to Donald Cousins, but that's typical from the 680 Traffic Center. Zach Bodenstein.
Pretty much good news for anybody else. Volume's lighter than normal, so we don't have issues on any of our other major routes. Eastbound 401's moving well, but overall slow through Mavis and from Islington to the 400 Express and Collectors. We have southbound 404 DVP delays through Shepherd Collectors, 401 to south of Lawrence. Also busy on the East Gardiner approaching Jameson to east of Dufferin, and pockets of volume south on the 410 through Queen, Derry, and on the eastbound 401 ramp. Need gift ideas for the holidays? How about a Nikon DSLR camera or lenses? Right now, save up to $800 during the Capture the Savings event at your local Nikon authorized dealer. With the forecast, here's Denise Andriachi.
Very cold right now over at Pearson Airport. Partly cloudy, a wind chill of -19. A fairly quiet day weather-wise for one of the busiest travel days of the year over at the airport. But we are under weather advisories for Oakville, Burlington, Hamilton. We will see a shot of snow this morning and then quite a bit of sunshine through the afternoon across the GTA. Mainly cloudy overnight, lows are -7, and then an improvement. A cold start to Saturday, but through the afternoon, temperatures start to climb out of this cold funk we've been in, +3 for Saturday. Right now it's -10 at Pearson. We're still in that cold funk. Your guaranteed high today, -4.
680 News Time 7:13.
Now the Scotia iTrade Market Minute.
Over to Mike Ethel at the 680 Business Center. Mike.
Markets pointing toward more records today coming up. Catherine, we had all-time highs for benchmarks on Wall Street Thursday, and right now Dow futures up another 40. And coming up this morning, 8:30, we'll have retail spending numbers in from StatsCan and the GDP report from the U.S. Commerce Department for the third quarter. BlackBerry has just reported quarterly results, and there's a little bit about forecast. We'll give you all the details coming up at 26 past the hour at the Business Center. I'm Mike Ethel.
Direct invest with Scotia iTrade. Get up to $1,500 cash and $6.99 pricing, or up to 500 free equity trades. Details at scotiaitrade.com/winter20.
Still ahead on 680 News.
Who doesn't want to go skating under a major Toronto highway? The Bentway Skate Trail opens for another season this afternoon.
680 News Time 7:14.
On the 12 stands green.
Man, they didn't even mention it.
We spend over 250 hours on screens during the holidays. So HP now has 250 hours of printable activities for the family to get you off the screen. For the holidays with HP. Visit hp.com/getreal.
me in this F-150, we are in it for the long haul.
Oh yeah? What about costs like insurance, maintenance, fuel?
No problem. It just won an award for lowest cost to own in its class, 5th year in a row.
Wow, sounds like you really love your truck.
Yeah.
Get the Ford F-150, the truck with the Vincentric Award for lowest cost to own in its class. Now during the Ford year-end event, get up to $10,500 in rebates on select new 2019 F-150 models. Get the truck that's built for the long haul. Visit your local Ford store or Ford.ca.
This is All News Radio, 680 News.
Yes, it is Friday, -7, mainly clear, wind chill -12. Good morning from the 680 News Broadcast Center in downtown Toronto. I'm Paul Cook.
I'm Catherine Jette. Here are the top stories right now.
3 people shot in a drive-by shooting on the 401 at Pickering. Westbound 401 collectors closed at Whites Road for the police investigation. Planes, trains, and automobiles. The Christmas exodus begins today with Pearson Airport bracing for the busiest day of the travel season. Merry Mayhem at the mall. Just 4 shopping days left. Eaton Center says today will be their busiest. For Yorkdale, it's tomorrow.
This is
Really?
680 News. Time now for 680 Sports.
We're busiest on Friday, but you're busiest on Saturday. Really?
Raptors sent out a big injury update yesterday. We knew after Wednesday in Detroit that Marcus Gasol and Norm Powell would miss time, but Pascal Siakam as well. Spicy P, along with those other 2 guys, out indefinitely. For Siakam, they're saying it's a groin injury suffered against the Pistons. Also, reports have Gasol out weeks, possibly, with a hamstring injury. For Powell, it's a shoulder. Without those guys, the Raptors host Washington tonight. Tip-off at 7:30. NHL last night, Max Domi in overtime has win 4-3 in Calgary. Anthony Duclair in OT sends over the Preds 5-4. First half of back-to-back for the Maple Leafs tonight. They're in Amnesty to face the Rangers. 7 o'clock on Sportsnet 590 The Fan and Sportsnet Ontario. It's so long. Smokey reports have Justin Smoke now officially an XJ, signing a 1-year deal with the Brewers with an option for 2021. Sports 15 and 45 past every hour, or anytime in the home of Tim and Sid now on radio and TV. Sportsnet 590 The Fan.
680 News traffic alert.
This is Zach Bodenstein from the 680 News Traffic Center. Closure of all collector lanes west on the 401 from Whites to approaching Port Union. You'll want to stick with the express. Everything else is jammed. The 680 Traffic Watch continues.
680 News Time 7:17.
From finger painting to times tables, school's the start of a journey that can take kids anywhere. Our education
They're
system
going to tell us
needs
about it
evolve
15
to reflect
times. They're not going to tell us
to
anything
prepare kids for
about
the
it.
future, their future.
I'm used to this.
So we're updating it to give kids the tools they need to support positive mental health, develop real-life skills, and prepare for what's next. So they're ready to rise to every test, during school and after. Learn how the government is improving your child's educational journey at ontario.ca/education for tomorrow. Paid for by the Government of Ontario.
'Tis the season of doing and seeing and frosting, and Highliner knows all that is exhausting. So dinner is covered, and it's a crowd pleaser. All you have to do is take it out of the freezer. We've got delicious, flaky cod that everyone craves, heavenly haddock that no pub can upstage, and a captain that keeps getting better with age. Finally, something that won't cause any stress. Satisfying seafood in 20 minutes or less.
Celebrating 120 years of Highliner seafood. Catch us in the frozen aisle.
680 News Time 7:18. As of tomorrow, another Ontario Teachers Union is in a legal strike position. The Ontario English Catholic Teachers Association represents 45,000 Catholic elementary and high school teachers. Last month, the teachers voted 97% in favor of a strike. The union's president has said that vote sends a message to the government that members won't accept an agreement that would be detrimental to learning and working conditions in schools. Province's public elementary and high school teachers are already in a legal strike position and have been escalating their work to rule campaign. 680 News Time 7:19. British lawmakers are set to hold a major vote on Prime Minister Boris Johnson's Brexit bill. Opposition leader Jeremy Corbyn, who is planning to step down as leader of the Labour Party, says they still will fight against a bad deal.
We recognise the clear message from the British public last week, however they voted in the referendum of 2016, and understand their determination to end the never-ending cycle of the Brexit debate.
The bill commits Britain to leaving the EU on January 31st and to concluding trade talks with the bloc by the end of 2020. This is 680 News. To the U.S. now, where an influential voice in one Christian community says Donald Trump should be removed from office, but the reason has nothing to do with politics.
Christianity Today says President Trump should be removed from office, not because of partisan loyalties, but because of loyalty to the creator of the Ten Commandments. There's a rare rebuke of the president from the evangelical community, but the magazine
magazine says its description of the Clinton administration when he was impeached as morally unable to lead applies almost perfectly to President Trump. Christianity Today says his Twitter feed is a, quote, near perfect example of a human being who is lost and confused. Reverend Billy Graham founded Christianity Today. His son Franklin said his father would be disappointed by the editorial. Brian Clark, ABC News.
680 News Time, 7:20.
This holiday, what if giving also felt like getting? At Indigo, Chapters, and Kohl's, we have incredible gifts that inspire moments. Fabulous books, toys, home decor, and everything else you need to give more magic. Visit us in-store or at indigo.ca.
OFX are global money transfer specialists, helping individuals and businesses move money in 55 currencies. OFX is on a mission to lead the age of borderless money by combining a streamlined digital experience, 24/7 human support, and competitive rates. Whether you are sending money to family abroad, paying for overseas purchases, or just want to hang on to more of your money as it travels around the world. Learn more at OFX.com or simply download the OFX app. It's how the world moves money.
This holiday, make shopping for the perfect gifts easy at indigo.ca. Simply shop online, then pick up in store at any of our locations across the country. For stress-free shopping and sure to please presents, go to indigo.ca.
680 News Time, 7:21. Traffic and weather together on the ones brought to you by Rogers Wireless. Up we go to Chopper 680. Where are you flying, Jordan?
Over the 401, and we have major delays in Pickering right now on the 401 and on alternates going westbound. So westbound 401 from Whites Road to Port Union, all collector lanes are closed because of an ongoing police investigation. Traffic in the collectors being forced off of Whites Road onto Kingston Road. As a result, westbound Kingston Road is horrible. First of all, westbound 401 is backed up approaching Brock Road into both express and collectors to Whites Road where the closure is, a bit slower into the express lanes as you go by the closure, but you want to stick in the express lanes because in the collectors you're being forced off in Kingston Road. You just do not want to be on that. Westbound Kingston Road solid, approaching Liverpool, barely moving over to Shepherd to Port Union. To note, we also have the Liverpool ramps to the westbound 401 closed off because of this investigation, so there's no escape there. Going a bit further north, westbound Taunton is better, but it does slow it as it turns into westbound Steeles from Reeser to Donald Cousins. From the 680 Traffic Center, Zach Boats.
It looks like a new problem on the South 410 approaching Queen. We're not sure which lanes are blocked, but it does seem slow from Beauvais down to approaching Queen. If you're in the area, you can update us at star 680 and let us know what's going on. Otherwise, not much happening on our major routes. We do have the eastbound Gardner busy approaching Jameson to east of Dufferin. East 401's busy through Mavis, then again from Kipling to the 400 Express and Collectors. South 404 DVP delays, Major Mackenzie to 16th through Shepherd Collectors, 401 to south of Lawrence. Also dealing with a crash on the northbound 410 at Derry. That's blocking the right lane. This Boxing Week at Rogers, buy a Samsung Galaxy S10 and get a Galaxy S10e when you activate 2 lines on select 2-year plans. Plus get Galaxy Buds free while supplies last. With the forecast, here's Denise Andriachi.
A cold start to the day with a shot of snow expected through Oakville, Burlington, and Hamilton this morning, and then some sunshine this afternoon for the GTA. It feels into the minus teens right now. It's a very cold start again, but we'll start to see an improvement over the next couple of days. Tomorrow is when we start to see that with some sunshine and highs near +3. That's going to feel really warm compared to what it is right now. Sunny and near 5 degrees for high on Sunday. It's partly cloudy and -10 at Pearson. Your guaranteed high today, -4.
And because we did not miss the weather guarantee yesterday, the jackpot climbs to $9,800.
Coming up at 7:30, 3 people shot in a car on the 401 in Pickering and the busiest travel day of the holiday season at Pearson Airport. We have 680 News reporters live at both scenes.
680 News Time, 7:24.
At Mazda, we believe when something ends, it's really the beginning of something new. So as this year ends, begin a new journey in a new Mazda with available iActive all-wheel drive at the Mazda year-end event. Right now, you can receive 0% purchase financing on select models, or up to a $1,500 year-end event bonus on other select Mazdas. Plus, Mazda's unlimited mileage warranty. Hurry in. The Mazda year-end event is over January 2nd. Visit your Mazda dealer or Mazda.ca today.
The 680 News Insider Club. It pays to belong.
This week, you could win a $100 gift card to spend on any treatment at the Spa at the Old Mill. The Spa at the Old Mill incorporates 11 luxurious treatment rooms, 2 dry heat infrared saunas, manicure and pedicure stations, and a cozy quiet room.
Visit 680news.com for your chance to win and to sign up for the Insider Club.
680 News Time, 7:25.
Time for all Christmas news at 25 minutes past each hour, brought to you by the Illusionists Magic of the Holidays. Just in time for the holidays, a huge outdoor skating trail opening ahead of the last weekend before Christmas. Our Jeff Verhoeven's here live to get us set for the Bentway Skate Trail. Jeff?
Yeah, Paul, who doesn't want to go skating under the Gardiner? Nothing says Christmas like getting hit in the head with some falling concrete. No, I'm kidding. But the almost 2-kilometer trail is now frozen, and at noon today, skating starts.
We have an on-site bar, the Corona Apres Patio, where you can enjoy a cold beer, try to escape the cold, mulled wine and ciders, Quakers on site with a hot oak bar and other oak-based snacks. We have free skate rentals every Thursday night from 5 to 9, and then free drop-in skate lessons every Tuesday night and Saturday afternoon.
That's David Carey, co-executive director of the Bentway, and once the new year hits, the trail will open in the evening, wrapping up for the season in February. Jeff Verhoeven, 680 News.
Christmas news at 25 minutes past every hour on 680 News.
Year after year, the Alta Group of Infinity dealers has won awards for customer satisfaction. They've also won awards for the number of Infinities they've sold. If you're shopping or need to service your vehicle, go where the customers are pleased and the vehicles are plentiful. Alta Infinity Woodbridge, 400 Infinity Innisfil, Infinity of Brampton, Canada's #1 volume Infinity Group. Go to altagroup.ca.
Part of the Zankin Auto Group.
Over the past 5 years, drivers have killed more than 200 pedestrians and cyclists on the streets of Toronto. That's a 43% increase compared to the previous 5 years. That's brutal. Come on, people. You're driving huge, multi-ton steel vehicles. Put the phone down. Put the coffee down. Put the food down. Keep your hands on the wheel and your eyes on the road. Pay attention before someone else dies. Learn more at toronto.ca/art-of-distraction. This is a message brought to you by the City of Toronto.
680 News Traffic Alert.
This is Zach Bodenstein from the 680 News Traffic Center. We have all collector lanes closed west on the 401 from Whites to approaching Port Union for an ongoing police investigation. The 680 Traffic Watch continues.
Now the business report with Mike Ethel. What's going on, Mike? Well, we're looking over earnings from BlackBerry this morning as the Waterloo-based tech company has released third quarter results, which topped estimates. A little more profit, a little bit more in the sales category for the software company at $284 million. That's a 23% increase year over year. Some of the other numbers, though, cash on hand down a little bit year over year. So we'll see what the street does with this. BlackBerry's been an underperformer on Bay Street so far this year, down 21% year to date coming in. Staying with the focus on Waterloo, Rogers, our parent company, announcing a multi-year agreement with the University of Waterloo this morning to test the next phase or generation of wireless technology, 5G. They're going to be building the first ever 5G Smart Campus in Waterloo. It's all part of a $20 million program between Rogers and other Canadian upper schools with the UBC, Ryerson, and now Waterloo. Rogers, again, the parent of this radio station. The share price of Rogers, one of the top performers on Bay Street Thursday, as the TSX added 32 points. The Dow is up 137 at a record. NASDAQ up another 59 points to an all-time record high. Dow futures currently up 25 points. At the Business Center, I'm Mike Upholt.
At Rogers, a new year means new possibilities for your business when you choose business-grade internet solutions. Keep your internet constantly connected with our wireless LTE backup network. And for a limited time, get Rogers Business Internet Pro Gigabit plus Office 365 for just $119.99 a month on a 3-year term. Don't miss out. Call 1-866-ROGERS-6 or visit rogers.com/internetforbiz. Rogers, make more for your business possible.
You can make more. A celebration of day.
Your holiday
holiday feast is on now at Mandarin. We've added traditional favorites to our all-you-can-eat buffet for a limited time while supplies last. Choose from featured dishes like roast turkey with all the fixings, spicy firecracker, pesto chicken pasta, ribeye steak, and a tasty array of holiday desserts. And if you're celebrating at home or in the office, try Mandarin party menus for takeout and delivery. So ring in your reservation today and may all your meals be merry.
It's time for the 680 News Business Travelers Forecast, brought to you by Park and Fly. End your trip at Park and Fly Valet, where you don't have to worry about finding your car when you return, because Park and Fly gets the car ready for you. Park and Fly Valet. We park, you fly.
Vancouver today, light rain, 8 degrees the high. Montreal, partly cloudy, minus 13. Halifax, partly cloudy, minus 4. Right now, minus 7, mainly clear in downtown Toronto with a wind chill of minus 12. 680 News Time, 7:30.
Number 1 for news in Toronto. This is 680 News.
Here are Paul Cook and Catherine Chatay.
Good morning. It's Friday, December 20th.
Here's what's making news right now.
An early morning drive-by shooting on the westbound 401 in Pickering.
I don't have words, Don. Wow.
A gunman opens fire from a moving car. Bullets hit 3 people inside.
Holiday travelers catching flights are dressing the part, complete with goofy headgear.
Yeah, like reindeer antlers.
Today is the busiest travel day of the Christmas season at Pearson Airport.
So, you waited until the last minute to do your Christmas shopping. Some very popular malls morphing into the most packed places you could possibly imagine with just a handful of days left. If you're looking to give back this holiday season, head over to Yorkdale Mall this morning, where Breakfast Television is live on the air helping to raise money for the Daily Bread Food Bank.
3 key Raptors out indefinitely, including Pascal Siakam as they face the Wizards tonight, and the Maple Leafs face the Rangers this evening as well. Sports at 45.
BlackBerry bounce, the stock's up 6% in the wake of quarterly earnings. More markets pointing to records this morning. Business at 56. 680 News Time, 7:31.
Time for 680 News. Traffic and weather together on the ones for prudentfinancial.net. Up in Chopper 680, here's Jordan Kerr.
The fire on the 401 in Pickering, it's horrible through here going westbound on the alternates as well, all because of a closure of the collector lanes. Westbound 401 from Whites Road to approaching Port Union, all collector lanes are shut down because of a police investigation. Jammed approaching Brock Road into both Express and collectors.
They said coming up at 7:30 and they ain't telling us
Express
shit.
is where you want to be because the collector lanes are being forced up at Whites Road onto Kingston Road, and the westbound Kingston Road is jammed solid from Liverpool to Shepherd and Port Union. Everything around here is completely jammed up going westbound. Kingston Road is terrible. You do not want to be taking that as an alternate. Unfortunately, there are not many alternates through here. Going up north up to Tonda Road, that's okay, but once you get onto Steeles, it is slow from Resort to Donald Cousins. Luckily, that's a bit normal, but your best bet through Pickering right now is to stick with the westbound 401 and get into the Express. From the 680 Traffic Center, Zach Bodenstein.
Looks like a crash south on the 410 approaching Queen. Not sure which lanes are blocked, but it has things jammed from Beauvert down to that point. On the eastbound QBW, busy here, Ontario to Dixie. Fills in East Gardner as well. Humber Bridge to east of Dufferin. Southbound 404, you'll find it slow from Elgin Mills to south of 16th. Not much going on beyond that, though. You will find the DVP busy, though, from Shepherd and the collectors down to about south of Lawrence. East 401 also fills in Milton from Jamestown to Trafalgar. Then again through Mavis, Kipling to the 400 Express collectors. Need last minute money for the holidays, lower credit score? Put the equity in your car or home to work for you and get a great rate on a same-day loan. Go to prudentfinancial.net with the forecast. Here's Denise Andriachi.
Partly cloudy at Pearson, minus 10. It feels like minus 19 with the wind chill. So making sure the kids are bundled, all exposed skin is covered up on their way to school. And bring your pets indoors quickly today. Just let them out to the bathroom and come back inside. Now this afternoon, things will improve a little in terms of temperatures, and over the weekend too. We've got a shot of snow expected through Hamilton along that QE and the 403. Also the QEW, Burlington and Oakville. We've got weather advisories in effect there too. Through the morning, a shot of some lake effects snow. Mainly cloudy overnight, lows near minus 7. Your guaranteed high today, minus 4.
680 News Time, 7:33.
Breaking news from Pickering on a drive-by shooting on the 401. 3 people are hurt, and the westbound collectors are closed at Whites Road for the investigation.
680's Carl Hansky joins us live from the scene with the latest. Carl.
Well, the drive-by shooting on the westbound 401 collectors here by Whites Road at Pickering has left a dark-colored Kia stopped on the right shoulder. You can see the driver's side window shattered by bullets. For passing motorists, it's an upsetting sight.
No, I don't have words beyond, wow.
There were 2 males and 2 females in the car around 3 this morning when another vehicle drove up beside and a gunman opened fire. One male was shot in the chest. The other male was shot in the arm. One female had a bullet luckily just grazed her head. The other female, she got out and ran, which other drivers say is understandable.
I would have gone through traffic. I would have just done.
Just run away.
Yeah, run.
Police sources tell me the 4 had been in a bar where there was some type of scuffle. They left and drove onto the highway, and it looks like the gunman followed them here. Reporting live by the westbound 401 at Pickering, Carl Hansky, 680 News.
680 News time, 7:35. Home for the holidays, a sunny escape, or hitting the slopes. The Christmas exodus is underway at Pearson Airport. That's where we find our Kevin Meisner, who joins us live ahead of the airport's busiest travel day of the holiday season. Kevin.
Yeah, Catherine, many of the people catching flights at a very busy Pearson Terminal 1 this morning are indeed flying home for the holidays. Others are heading for Christmas beach destinations with their families. Jeremy is on his way to Sydney, Nova Scotia this morning.
Just excited to get home to see my family for the holidays. Yeah, it's a busy airport, especially during the holidays, so it can be a bit overwhelming, but I mean, it's a good reward at the end.
138,000 people expected to travel through Pearson Airport today alone. Carolina is all decked out for the holidays, complete with goofy headgear.
Yeah, like reindeer, like antlers. Yeah, it's my first Christmas, like with snow and stuff, because we don't have it in Brazil. So I'm just in the spirit.
And instead of flying home to Brazil to see her family, she's actually meeting her parents in Cancun over Christmas. Now, many travelers also arriving here at the airport a few hours earlier than usual for their flights to allow extra time for the busy security screening.
You showed up yesterday.
Kevin Meisner, 680 News.
680 News traffic. This is Zach Bodenstein from the 680 News Traffic Center. All collector lanes closed west on the 401 from Whites to approaching Port Union. That's for an ongoing police investigation. The 680 Traffic Watch continues.
680 News Time, 7:36. Wow, that escalated quickly. Suddenly, December 20th. It's the last day of school for the kids, and there is still so much to do. Our Jamie Pulfer's here live on the Merry Stressmas Watch. Jamie.
Stressful, and what happens when you wait until the last minute to do your Christmas shopping?
It's busy and there's big lineups, so what can you do, right? That's what happens.
We're stressing it out because there's a lot of people.
Yeah, that was before today. That was before the busiest shopping day of the year at the Eaton Center, home to this country's tallest Christmas tree. The mall opens at 9 a.m. There is an option on the website that allows you to reserve a parking spot, which is handy to avoid this.
Yeah, you find another spot, I'm already here.
Yeah, tomorrow, the last Saturday before Christmas, it's going to be Sardine City at Yorkdale with its busiest day. There isn't a lot of time left because including today, there are just a handful of shopping days left. Keep in mind, it will get even more complicated because today is the last day of school before the holidays. Winter also knocking at the door, officially arriving tomorrow. Today, though, there is a winter weather travel advisory with up to 15 centimeters of snow possible for places like Oakville, Burlington, and into Niagara. Reporting live, Jamie Pulfer, 680 News.
680 News time, 7:37. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas at Yorkdale Mall. Breakfast Television is hosting a special live show this morning, all in support of the Daily Bread Food Bank. 680's Irene Precklin is keeping an eye on the broadcast and joins us live. Irene.
Catherine, there is some extra excitement at Yorkdale Mall. Now, even though this is his busy time, Santa is there. He's making the rounds, posing for selfies, and this is all for a good cause. Some people started lining up in the mall at 2:30 this morning, coming from across the GTA, even Niagara. Mike brought his daughter and their dog Leo, who posed for pictures with Santa.
Actually, it was my idea. I like coming to these events and supporting food banks and everything like that, yes.
And there's fun and games, all helping the Daily Bread. BT hoping to raise $50,000, already passing the $35,000 mark. Reporting live, Irene Precklin, 680 News.
680 News Time, 7:38. You're with Toronto's only all-news radio, 680 News. Simpsons fans rejoice. The Springfield Isotopes actually exists, well, at least for one day in the new year. Our Simon Bennett has more.
You may or may not know there is actually a Springfield. Truth be told, there are over 30 of them in the U.S. We're going to focus on Springfield, Mass. The Thunderbirds are changing their name for one day to the Isotope. Talking softball. Actually, it's the American Hockey League Thunderbirds on February the 1st against Hartford. They're rebranding for one day in honor of the Simpsons' 30th anniversary, complete with a new jersey featuring the Isotopes logo. Hope none of the players have long hair.
I thought I told you to trim those sideburns.
They're even in talks to schedule an appearance by writer Mike Scully. Personally, I'd be trying to get someone else.
Skinner.
Or you just improve the beer sales.
Duffman wants to party down.
You can pre-order the jerseys for $250 US.
No!
I'm Simon Bennett.
Coming up at 7:41, a closure of the collector lanes on the westbound 401 from Whites to approaching Port Union. We'll have traffic and weather together.
680 News Time, 7:39.
Hey, Nissan. Now, I may have overindulged on the sweets this holiday season, but I think I have room for one more treat.
That's perfect because we've got a real treat for you this Boxing Week. Right now on select models like Rogue, Qashqai, or Kicks, get an additional $1,000 bonus cash. It's like having your cake and eating it too.
Please, no more cake. I can't.
Get your sweet Boxing Week bonus by January 2nd. Visit choosenissan.ca or your Nissan dealer. Conditions apply.
City streets, a collision on Progress west of Markham is causing delays. Eastbound Lakeshore east of Coxwell, the right lane blocked due to a collision.
680 News Time, 7:40.
City Streets was brought to you by Marquee Jewelers. It's the perfect time for that special purchase at Marquee Jewelers. Great sales continue on engagement rings and wedding bands. Visit 2 Bloor Street West inside Cumberland Terrace now.
First, your disability insurer denies your long-term disability claim, and then your employer threatens to fire you if you don't return to work. Sound familiar? My name is Aaron Waxman, and if your disability insurer denies your disability claim for any reason, or if your employer threatens to fire you because you're too sick to work, call me at 416-661-4878. And don't worry about upfront legal fees, because there are none. At my law
Man,
firm,
I want to know what club
when
they
you
were
get paid.
at, who
Before
show
you call,
it
you should always
was.
remember that there are no bad questions.
All of it, all of it, motherfuckers.
416-661-4878, or on your cell phone at pound LTD.
'Tis the season of joy, and now on December 21st, it's the Lotto 649 Super Draw. Every ticket is a chance at 5 guaranteed prizes of $1 million and the jackpot. So don't miss out on Saturday, December 21st, and get your tickets for the Lotto 649 Super Draw. Because with so many guaranteed prizes, plus the jackpot, somebody's going to win. It could be you.
680 News Time, 7:41.
Time for 680 News. Traffic and weather together on the ones for Crosslinks up in
Raining bullets in the 401. Traffic weather we got. Tell us what's going on,
Pickering right
motherfucker.
now going westbound, a big issue causing major delays on about every single route through here. Westbound on the 401, Whites Road to approaching Port Union, all collector lanes are shut down, all because of a police investigation. Westbound 401 is jammed from west into both express and collectors towards Whites Road. Collector lanes being forced off the highway at Whites onto Kingston Road, so you want to be in the express lanes, and Kingston Road is horrible. Westbound jammed approaching Liverpool, and it is solid, barely moving at all to Whites Road. Going up north a bit to alternates, westbound on Taunton Road onto Steeles, slow Whites to Donald Cousins. From the 680 Traffic Center, we have Zach Bodenstein.
And a collision on the southbound 410 as well, approaching Queen. It's blocking a couple of lanes, so things are jammed from Beauvais and approaching Beauvais, I should say, down to approaching Queen. Right now, things are slow west on the Gardner from Kipling to the 427 ramp. West QEW slow. Ford Drive to Trafalgar. Eastbound's busy. Cawthron to Dixie. Park Lawn to east of Dufferin. If you're east on the Lakeshore, east of Coxwell, we have the right lane blocked with a down light standard, so crews are on scene through here. Southbound 404 DVP busy through Mulock, Elgin Mills to south of 16th, and Shepherd Collectors to south of Lawrence. Eastbound 401 volume James Snow to Trafalgar, Mississauga Road to east of Mavis. Kipling to Dufferin, alternately express and collectors. Gift more thoughtfully, get it local. This holiday season, gift those closest to your heart from the shops closest to your home. Shop local, shop Eglinton. With the forecast, here's Denise Andriachi.
A few clouds downtown, a wind chill of -18. You need to bundle up this morning, that's for sure. We're still stuck in this very cold air, but it's lifting through the weekend. Mix of sun and cloud tomorrow, highs near 3 degrees, sunny and +4 for Sunday. Partly cloudy and -10 right now at Pearson. We could see a shot of lake effect snow through Oakville, Burlington, and Hamilton this morning, and then quite a bit of sunshine this afternoon, and a guaranteed high -4.
680 News Time, 7:44.
Now the Scotia iTrade Market Minute.
Over to Mike Apple at the 680 Business Center. How's it going there, Mike? Steady right now, Paul. We've got the Dow futures up by 20 points a day after Wall Street hit some more records. Bay Street is focused on BlackBerry. The share price of a Waterloo-based tech company is up by 6% after its earnings update. The price for oil is down 24 cents to $60.94, reversing from a 3-month high. Gold is steady at $14.82. Our dollar and the retail spending report from StatsCan, Looney's at 76.11, down a 10%. At the Business Center, I'm Mike Apple.
Direct invest with Scotia iTrade. Get up to $1,500 cash and $6.99 pricing, or up to 500 free equity trades. Details at scotiaitrade.com/winter20. Hey, Dad, I'm just reading here that the flu could be...
Good thing I got a flu shot. High dose, actually. It's 24% more effective than Fluzone standard dose. Your senior dad stays on top of things.
Trendsetter. High dose is now covered in Ontario and free for adults 65 plus. Get the high dose vaccine only in doctors' clinics. Contact your doctor and make an appointment.
Vaccination does not provide 100% protection. Side effects and allergic reactions may occur. Talk to your doctor to see if this vaccine is right for you or visit fluzone.ca.
Mom, you should really get a flu shot. The flu can hit seniors pretty hard.
I already got a flu shot. High dose, actually. My doctor recommends high dose because it's 24% more effective than Fluzone's standard dose. Your senior mom is smarter than you think.
High dose is now covered in Ontario and free for adults 65 plus. Get the high dose vaccine only in doctors' clinics. Contact your doctor and make an appointment.
Vaccination does not provide 100% protection. Side effects and allergic reactions may occur. Talk to your doctor to see if this vaccine is right for you or visit fluzone.ca.
This is All News Radio, 680 News.
A guaranteed high of -4 today. Good morning from the 680 News Broadcast Center in downtown Toronto. I'm Catherine Jeté.
I'm Paul Cook. Here are the top stories this Friday morning.
3 people are injured, one of them critically after the car they were in was shot at on the 401 in Pickering. The westbound collector lanes are closed at White's Road for the investigation.
It's the busiest day of the holiday travel season at Pearson Airport, where some 138,000 passengers are expected today.
The Christmas crunch is on with 5 days to go. The Eaton Center expects today to be its busiest shopping day of the year. At Yorkdale, that'll be tomorrow.
For these and other top stories, go to 680news.com.
Time now for 680 Sports for 2001 audio video.
From Sportsnet 590 The Fan, Simon Bennett.
All Wednesday night, Raptors coach Nick Nurse said their window of the Pistons came at, quote, a heavy price. We now know the price, and maybe he knew something that we didn't, because you can add Pascal Siakam to the injury list out indefinitely with a stretch groin. We figured Marc Gasol and Norm Powell would have issues because their injuries are pretty visible in that game Wednesday. We could be talking weeks for all 3 of those. Sportsnet's Michael Braid reporting last night Siakam could be back sooner than the other 2. Raptors have a busy holiday schedule. They host the Wizards tonight at 7:30. Maple Leafs first half of back-to-backs tonight. They're at MSG to face the Rangers. Freddie Anderson the starting goal tonight. Michael Hutcherson to face the Red Wings tomorrow, 7 o'clock on Sportsnet 590 The Fan and Sportsnet Ontario. Sports 15 and 45 past every hour. Already time at the home of Tim and Sid now on radio and TV. Sportsnet 590 The Fan.
680 News, traffic alert.
This is Zach Bodenstein from the 680 News Traffic Center. All collector lanes closed. Westbound 401 Whites to approaching Port Union for an ongoing police investigation. The 680 Traffic Watch continues.
680 News Time, 7:47.
2001 Audio Video's Boxing Day sale is on now. All locations are jam-packed with wall-to-wall specials. From 4K smart TVs to the best in streaming and home audio. All on sale in 2001 for the absolute lowest price anywhere. Wrap up all your Christmas shopping at 2001. The home entertainment experts. 2001. It's year-end. Time to award yourself a performance bonus. During their year-end sell-down, lease a 2019 Q7 SUV for 1.98% for 48 months. Plus, receive up to $5,000
a lot of
in Audi
business terms. I've
credits
never heard of
and
a
a
sell-down.
5-year, 80,000-kilometer maintenance plan. Quattro all-wheel drive performance. Bonus offers. Reward yourself at the all-new Audi Queensway and AudiQueensway.ca. Drive well. Drive safe. This health report is brought to you by Cold Drops.
One drop for temporary relief of sore throat and nasal congestion.
Cold Drops.
Cold Drops are available at Metro pharmacies near you. This product may not be right for you. Always read and follow the label.
6 City News time 7:48. Putting in more hours at the office may increase the risk of high blood pressure, according to a Canadian study. Researchers at Laval University looked at more than 3,500 men and women with white-collar jobs over 5 years. They found those who worked more than 49 hours a week were at 66% higher risk of having high blood pressure compared to people who worked less. These workers were also more likely to have masked hypertension, meaning their blood pressure was generally normal in the doctor's office, but higher when measured at home or at work. The findings are in the journal Hypertension. Rising levels of carbon dioxide could soon threaten rational thought, according to a new study. Researchers in the journal GeoHealth looked at how increased
Well, if you
CO2
deny
levels
climate change, you're crazy because of climate change.
Even when projecting a reduction in emissions, they found decision-making in the classroom could decrease by 25%. And if emissions continue unchecked, they predict decision-making in the classroom could see a 50% reduction. The findings were presented at a meeting of the American Geophysical Union. 6 City News time 7:50.
We wish you a healthy Christmas. We wish you a healthy Christmas. We wish you a healthy Christmas and a smoke-free New Year. Don't let smoking stop you from achieving your New Year's goals. Use Nicoderm and Nicorette combination therapy to help you conquer your cravings. Nicoderm provides 24-hour withdrawal support, while Nicorette provides fast relief of breakthrough cravings. So now, nothing else will mingle with your holiday jingle. Available at Shoppers Drug Mart. To be sure these products are right for you, always read and follow the label.
Here's 4 holiday carolers working in unison to demonstrate Subaru symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive. Nice. Now here's what that sounds like if it wasn't full-time. Again, full-time all-wheel drive. Not full-time all-wheel drive. And in a Canadian winter, that doesn't sound right. Visit your Subaru dealer for a $500 holiday bonus at the My Subaru Gave to Me holiday event.
6 City News time 7:51.
Time for 6 City News, traffic and weather together on the ones from Rogers Wireless up in Chopper 680. Here's Jordan Kerr.
Major problems continue on the 401 in Pickering Flyover right now. Westbound 401 collector lanes are closed from Whites Road to Port Union, all because of a police investigation. It is jammed solid from Westy into both express and collectors towards Whites Road, and collector lanes definitely worse off because you're being forced off the highway. You're not being forced into the express, being forced off the highway onto Kingston Road. Westbound Kingston Road, that is heavily backed up approaching Liverpool, and it's slow out to Port Union and Shepherd.
And I keep saying this, keep the traffic moving, keep the traffic moving. It's all they care about. All these motherfuckers on the road right now, all they're thinking about is, damn it, I'm going to be late for work. They don't give a fuck about you getting shot up, eh? You step in front of a subway train and fucking 10,000 people are going, God damn it.
We're hearing about problems on the West 401 beyond this, west of Trafalgar Center Lane affected with a truck fire. So we've got delays through here. If you're eastbound on the 401, that's busy. Jamestown to Trafalgar, Mississauga Road to east to Mavis, and from Kipling to Dufferin, alternately express and collectors. Southbound 400 fills in on the ramp to the east 401 ramp. South 404 DVP's busy through Mulock, Elgin Mills to south of 16th, Shepherd collectors to south of Lawrence. And if you're headed the other way, northbound DVP fills in north of Eglinton to York Mills. Towards downtown Toronto, eastbound Huey Gardner, slow, Cothra to Dixie, Park Lawn to east of Dufferin, and then on the southbound 410, still dealing with a crash approaching Queen. It's blocking a lane, slow from approaching Beauvais. This Boxing Week at Rogers, buy a Samsung Galaxy S10 and get a Galaxy S10e when you activate 2 lines on select 2-year plans. Plus, get Galaxy Buds free while supplies last. With the forecast, Denise Andriachi.
Oh, cold start today with bitter wind chills in the minus teens across the GTA. It's fairly quiet for most of the Greater Toronto region, but we do have weather advisories from Hamilton through to Burlington and Oakville with a shot of lake effect snow expected through the morning hours. Then we're mainly sunny this afternoon and cloudy tonight. Tomorrow and Sunday, we start to see a warming trend. Mix of sun and cloud, +3 for Saturday, sunny and near 4 degrees on Sunday. It's -10 and partly cloudy at Pearson Airport, the guaranteed high -4.
Coming up at 8 o'clock, a shooting on the highway in Pickering has shut down the westbound 401 collector lanes at Whites Road.
6 City News time 7:53.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate online at carsforkids.ca. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll benefit a child and get a maximum tax credit.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your card today.
Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2019.
When a winter storm hits,
The 680 News Extreme Weather Center jumps into action.
your trusted source when you need to know.
With the latest forecast, delays on your commute,
And whether schools are open or closed.
the 680 News Extreme Weather Center.
Brought to you by Subaru, Confidence in Motion, and Air Transat. Vacation is calling.
Exclusively on 680 News and 680news.com.
Trending this morning, the latest installment of James Corden's Carpool Karaoke. Our Jeff Verhoeven joins us with the highlights of the late night host's drive with Billie Eilish. Jeff.
Yeah, Catherine, James Corden, Billie Eilish just singing the hits.
So you're a tough guy, like you really rough guy. Just can't get enough guy. Just always so
First takeaway from the almost 20-minute long video is just how talented Billie Eilish is.
Well, I think I'll only last time. If you want me to, I will.
Right? They go to the house Billie still lives at with her parents.
When you were in here recording, you both like, Mom!
Yes.
I need a sandwich!
She does it all the time.
And she introduces James to her pet, Tarantula.
Why would you do that? Why would you have such a
He's cute.
There's nothing cute about it.
You're wrong. He's bright blue.
Does he? Oh.
It's on the Late Late Show YouTube. Jeff Verhoeven, 680 News.
Coming up in 60 seconds, issues for Boeing's entry into the space race. We'll have the business report.
680 News Time, 7:55.
'Tis the season of doing and seeing and frosting and highliner knows all that is exhausting. So dinner is covered and it's a crowd pleaser. All you have to do is take it out of the freezer. We've got delicious, flaky cod that everyone craves, heavenly haddock but no pumpkin upstage, and a captain that keeps getting better with age. Finally, something that won't cause any stress. Satisfying seafood in 20 minutes or less.
Celebrating 120 years of Highliner seafood. Catch us in the frozen aisle.
At Rogers, a new year means new possibilities for your business. When you choose business-grade internet solutions, keep your internet constantly connected with our wireless LTE backup network. And for a limited time, get Rogers Business Internet Pro Gigabit plus Office 365 for just $119.99 a month on a 3-year term. Don't miss out. Call 1-866-ROGERS-6 or visit rogers.com/internetforbiz. Rogers, make more for your business possible.
You can make more.
680 News, traffic alert.
This is Zach Bodenstein from the 680 News Traffic Center and a closure of all collector lanes west on the 401 from Whites to approaching Port Union for a police investigation. The 680 Traffic Watch continues.
Now, the 680 News business report here is Mike Apple.
Catherine, an update on Boeing's entry into the space race this morning, with the company seeing the successful liftoff earlier of the Starliner rocket, which about 50 minutes into the flight basically did not go into the proper orbit to put it on course to the International Space Station. Now, this is
I
an
swear I
unmanned
predicted that
flight.
was not going
It
to
is
fly.
a cargo mission to the International Space Station.
I just
with
don't
about
remember if I
600
said
pounds
that
of
just
cargo,
now
but,
or
at the same
yesterday.
time, it's Boeing's attempt at this point to have a successful launch and then subsequent landing back here on Earth next week in advance of a manned mission next year. So we're tracking this morning to see if they can correct what has gone wrong here. We'll get an update at 9. According to the company, the share price of Boeing down here by about 0.5%, as this is a multi-billion-dollar project. The Dow Futures Index is up by 20 points as we're coming off another record breaker on Wall Street Thursday. BlackBerry seeing a big bounce in pre-market trade, 6% gain, even as the Waterloo-based tech company lost more money. In the latest quarter, its operating earnings were above forecast, and sales jumped by 21%. We're looking now at the Express Gold Refining, XAU.ca gold price update of the morning, and the precious metal opening down $2 at $14.82. It's ahead of the U.S. GDP report and Canadian retail spending data from StatsCan. At the Business Center, I'm Mike Apple.
Get last-minute gifts at Boxing Day prices at Best Buy. All Dyson vacuums are on sale. Save $300 on KitchenAid artisan stand
Motherfuckers
mixers
don't know who
and
you're
get up to
fucking
50%
with.
off other small appliances. Get Boxing Day prices now at Best Buy.
The season of one-horse open sleighs has got a lot more powerful. Now experience the exhilaration of
Motherfuckers
controlling a
don't
whole
know
stable
who
under
you're
your
fucking
thumb. And
with.
with Lexus's December to Remember event, there's never been a better time to get behind a wheel of a Lexus.
Lease a 2020 Lexus RX 350 for as low as 2.9% APR with delivery credits up to $2,000. Visit LexusGTA.ca or your Toronto area Lexus dealer.
There's still time for last-minute gifts at Boxing Day prices at Best Buy. Save 50% on J-Buds Air Truly Wireless headphones, only $49.99. Get great last-minute tech gifts at Boxing Day prices, only at Best Buy.
Checking some regional weather conditions right now in Ottawa. It's minus 18 under a clear sky. Downtown Toronto, clear, minus 7. Wind chill, minus 15. 680 News is CFTR AM Toronto. It's 8 o'clock.
Number one for breaking news, traffic, and weather. This is 680 News, Toronto.
Here are Paul Cook and Catherine Chateau.
Good morning. This is Friday, the 20th of December.
Here's what's making news right now.
Shots fired on the highway. This is Carl Hansky on the westbound 401 collector lanes by Whites Road in Pickering, where a gunman opens fire at a moving vehicle, causing a closure.
Today is the busiest travel day of the Christmas season at Pearson Airport.
We didn't know that.
Travelers will need to pack a little extra time to clear security.
Are you feeling the panic yet?
For Christmas.
So with the kids in tow, your shopping window is closing and the malls are getting very people-y.
The day after its historic impeachment vote, the U.S. Congress passes the new trade deal with Canada and Mexico.
One word for the Raptors injury list. Yikes, Siakam, Gasol, and Norm, all out indefinitely. Sports at 15.
Markets points for more record retail spending on tap from Stats Canada. Elon Musk tweet was not far off what the company's stock is doing. Business at 26.
680 News Time 8:01.
Traffic and weather together on the ones, brought to you by Shell. Let's get airborne. Jordan Kerr, Chopper 680.
The flyer on the 401 in Pickering, and what a mess. The 401 and alternates going westbound in terrible shape, all because of a closure of the collector lanes. West 401 from Whites Road to approaching Port Union, all collector lanes are closed down for a police investigation. It's backed up approaching West State to both express and collectors. Collector lanes being forced off of Whites Road onto westbound Kingston Road. Westbound Kingston Road jammed up west of Brock Road, solid to Shepherd and Port Union, and westbound Tonlin Seals busy approaching Brock Road to west of it, then restored to Donald Cousins. As you continue on the West 401 through Toronto, it's moving well, but leaving Toronto, it's not so well. We've got a vehicle fire westbound 401 approaching Jamestown Parkway. Two right lanes are blocked because of this now.
It's still on fire?
From the 680 Traffic Center, Zach Bowens.
If you're eastbound on the 401, it's busy. James Snow to Trafalgar, Mississauga Road to east to Mavis, and from Kipling to Dufferin, alternately express and collectors. Expect delays south 404 DVP through Mulock, Elgin Mills to south of 16th, and from Shepherd collectors to south of Lawrence. Also dealing with problems east on the Lakeshore, east of Coxwell, right lane blocked off with crews tending to a down light standard. Crash on the south 410 approaching Queen has a jam from Sandalwood. It's simple to get 50 air miles bonus miles. Just fuel up 4 times with any Shell fuel, only until December 27th. Details at shell.ca/air miles with fuel. With the forecast, Denise Andriachi.
Minus 10 at Pearson, a wind chill of minus 19 right now. It's a frigidly cold start. We've got some sunshine through the afternoon, but the west end of the GTA could certainly get into some snow. We're seeing a little bit on the radar now. We have weather advisories for Oakville, Burlington, Hamilton, so that QE, the 403, a bit tricky to navigate this morning with a shot of snow on and off. But this afternoon, yeah, a lot of sunshine, and temperatures are going to improve through the day. Mainly cloudy tonight. Lows near minus 7. Your guaranteed high for the day, minus 4.
680 News Time 8:03.
Breaking news from Pickering this morning. The westbound 401 collectors are closed at Whites Road after a shooting on the highway that left at least 3 people injured.
680's Carl Hansky is at the scene and joins us live. Carl.
Yeah, Catherine, was around 3:45 this morning on the westbound 401 collector lanes here
on Whites
Road in Pickering when a gunman pulled up alongside a moving dark-colored Kia with 4 people inside and opened fire. This woman had the window open in her highway hotel room nearby and heard the shots.
Yeah, we were sleeping and, woke up and was like, hey, gotta go.
I don't feel as safe as I thought I did.
One male in the Kia was shot in the chest and rushed to hospital. A second male was shot in the arm. A female had a bullet just graze her head. For other drivers, highway drivers, this is extremely frightening.
That's crazy. I have no words for that.
You're 3 out of 4, eh?
I'm told, actually, this all may have started as a scuffle inside a bar here in Pickering.
Keep your fucking mouth shut in the club, eh?
Here onto the highway. The Kia ended up stopped on the right shoulder of the westbound collector lanes here. You can see the driver's side window shattered by bullets. Reporting live on the westbound 401 by Whites Road in Pickering, Carl Hansky, 680 News.
680 News time, 8:04. It's takeoff time for tens of thousands of people today at Pearson Airport, where it's expected to be the busiest day of the holiday travel season. Our Kevin Meisner is watching the getaway on full firsthand, and he joins us live. Kevin.
Well, Paul, the lineups here at the check-in kiosks are very busy at Pearson Terminal 1, up to 6 to 7 families deep in spots. Debbie and her Ottawa area family all catching a flight this morning to the U.S. for Christmas.
Yes, we're heading to Texas to see my family, my husband, my son, my daughter, and my mother-in-law, Rochelle.
You're among 138,000 people going through the airport today.
We didn't know that. We found out on our way as we were driving this morning.
Now, Edward, his dad, uncle, and some cousins all boarding a flight heading for an Aloha Christmas this year.
So basically, we're going to Hawaii this Christmas. We're looking forward to it. It's kind of like a big blowout as everyone's kind of graduating high school and heading off like our separate ways. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
A lot of people are hauling extra bags here as well, filled with gifts. Remember, don't wrap them. They may have to be ripped open for inspection, and travelers also advised pack a little extra time ahead of your flight to clear security screening. The lineups there also very long this morning. At Pearson Terminal 1, Kevin Meisner, 680 News.
680 News time, 8:05.
680 News traffic alert. Zach Bodenstein from the 680 News Traffic Center. All collector lanes closed west on the 401 from Whites to approaching Port Union for a police investigation. The 680 Traffic Watch continues.
This is 680 News. Get ready to throw some elbows if you're braving the mall over the next couple of days. The city's busiest shopping destinations are expecting their biggest crowds of the year with just 5 days left till Christmas. 680's Jamie Pulfer is here live with the festive fear setting in. Jamie.
Yeah, Catherine, look at the calendar. Tell me that you believe it's really December 20th. Well, it is. And now the panic sets in.
For Christmas.
This is the last day of school before the holidays, so with the kids in tow, your shopping window is closing with just a handful of days left to do battle at the mall.
Look at this, Mother. The good toys are probably all gone.
Yeah, today people will be packing into the Eaton Center for its busiest shopping day of the year. The mall opens at 9 a.m. Tomorrow, Yorkdale takes that title on the last Saturday before Christmas. Pro tip, its website shows parking availability in real time. And now the weather, with up to 15 centimeters of snow possible for places like Oakville, Burlington, and Niagara today, all under a winter weather travel advisory, even though tomorrow is actually the first full day of winter. Reporting live, Jamie Pulfer, 680 News.
680 News time, 8:07. In a week that has seen the U.S. president impeached, Donald Trump has also scored one of his biggest victories of his term. The U.S. Congress has passed the new trade deal with Canada and Mexico. From the 680 Business Center, Mike Epple reports it's now up to
I say Canada should pull out now. Just fuck them up.
Just a day after its historic impeachment vote,
6 months notice. Fuck
gave
you.
the green light to a new bipartisan spending bill and overwhelming support for the renegotiated North American Free Trade Agreement, dubbed the USMCA. This after Speaker Nancy Pelosi and her colleagues won key concessions related to labor regulations. The Republican-controlled Senate now expected to give its rubber stamp early in the new year. The U.S. president made tearing up the previous NAFTA a hallmark of his presidential run in 2016, looking to win over working-class voters in Michigan, Ohio, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania. Kicked off nearly 2 years of political wrangling, tariffs, and concerns about economic disruption. The deal has already been approved by Mexico, now must still be ratified by the Trudeau minority government, which has offered stabilization payments for industries, including the dairy sector, impacted by the deal. At the Business Center, I'm Mike Epple.
680 News time, 8:08. It's the last rush for the Maple Leafs before the holidays. 3 games in 4 days, starting tonight in Manhattan. Simon Bennett has a preview.
Hey, Leaf Nation, are you sick of the constant chatter about the backup goaltender? Okay, don't answer that. Back-to-back starting tonight. The Maple Leafs yet to get a victory with anyone other than Freddie Anderson in goal. Sheldon keeps playing for the weekend. Anderson goes tonight. Michael Hutchison tomorrow against the Red Wings.
He's had an excellent stretch of practices here. His demeanor's been really good, and I'm sure he's anxious to play.
Worth noting, Austin Matthews has suddenly caught fire. Holy mackerel, what a move! 2 goals against the Sabres the other night. He has 5 in his last 5 games and should be just fine in the New York spotlight. Okay, here's the schedule before the holidays. Tonight against the Rangers, tomorrow hosting the Red Wings, and then Monday, the 2 p.m. next-gen game. Puck drop tonight, 7 o'clock on Sportsnet 590 The Van and Sportsnet Ontario. I'm Simon Bennett.
Coming up at 8:11, traffic and weather together on the ones, including all collector lanes still closed westbound 401 from Whites to approaching Port Union for a police investigation.
6 City News time, 8:09.
From the excitement of their first day to walking proudly across the
They're
graduation
going to tell us
stage,
not
school's
to.
the start of a journey that can take kids anywhere. Our education system needs to evolve to reflect this journey, to better prepare kids for the future and the jobs of the future. So we're making updates with a focus on positive mental health, technology, skilled trades, and math, so our kids are prepared to succeed every step of the way. Learn how the government is improving your child's educational journey at ontario.ca/education for tomorrow. Paid for by the Government of Ontario.
City Streets, southbound Don Mills at O'Connor. There's a stalled vehicle in the right lane, and we still have a collision on Progress west of Markham causing delays.
6 City News time, 8:10.
City Streets was brought to you by OFX Global Money Transfers. OFX, the money transfer specialists, help businesses and individuals move money globally with a secure digital experience and 24/7 human support. More at OFX.com.
On the 12th day of springtime, this is Roots I sing. Sisters rolling. We spend over 250 hours on screens during the holidays. So HP now has 250 hours of printable activities for the family to get you off the screen. For the holidays with HP. Visit hp.com/getreal.
Hi, it's Fido. Holiday deals are in full swing and the fun continues with Boxing Week. Keep the best gift for yourself. The brilliant iPhone XR at $0 on select 2-year plans. It's brilliant in every way, including the price. And go all out without going over, with data overage protection included on all new plans. Hurry up in store or at Fido.ca to discover more holiday deals. Conditions apply. Fido, go get it.
6 City News time, 8:11.
Traffic and weather together on the ones, brought to you by Salvation Army Airborne Chopper 680 Jordan Kerr.
It's a really tough drive on the westbound 401, east of Toronto and west of Toronto. 2 issues, a big one's been ongoing all morning. West 401 from Whites Road to Port Union, all collector lanes are shut down, all because of a police investigation. It's jammed approaching Westney, both express and collectors. Collector lanes being forced off at Whites Road, so you're being forced onto Kingston Road. Westbound Kingston Road jammed solid, west of Brock Road to Shepherd to Port Union. Other alternatives terrible. Westbound Finch, Brock Road to Altona, westbound Taunton onto Steeles, to heavy delays approaching Brock Road to west of it, then restart to Donald Cousins, and westbound Bailey south of the 401, heavy west of Liverpool to Whites Road. Now, as you continue on the west 401 through Toronto, it's moving well, but outside of it, approaching Jamestown Parkway, the 2 right lanes are blocked because of a truck fire, jammed approaching Trafalgar. For the 680 Traffic Center, Zach Bodenstein.
Hearing about new problems right now on the eastbound 401 Dixie Express. Center lane is blocked with a stalled vehicle. We already have the east 401 slow, James Snow to Trafalgar, Mississauga Road to east of Mavis, and from Kipling to Dufferin, alternately express and collectors. If you're headed south 404 DVP, that's busy through Mulock, Elgin Mills to south of 16th, Shepherd collectors to south of Lawrence. Also seeing delays towards downtown if you're headed east on the Kiwi Gardner, Cawthron to Dixie and Park Lawn to east of Dufferin. Wildfires in Fort McMurray, flooding in Ottawa, or an empty dinner table at Christmas. The Salvation Army will be there because everyone needs an army. Donate this holiday season at salvationarmy.ca. With the forecast, here's Denise Andriachi.
Weather advisories, Burlington, Oakville, and Hamilton for a shot of snow this morning. Other than that, it's pretty quiet in terms of active weather. It's just really cold out there. -18 is the wind chill at Pearson. Quite a bit of sunshine through the day today. Overnight lows near -7, and then a warm up this weekend. Sun and cloud for Saturday near +3. Overnight lows near -2, which is pretty nice and an improvement from where we're sitting now. -10 out there. Your guaranteed high -4.
6 City News Time, 8:13.
Now the Scotia iTrade Market Minute.
Over to Mike Epple at the 6 City Business Center. Mike.
Catherine, good morning. We're looking right now at the likelihood of more records coming up on the U.S. trade this morning. Dow futures strong at this point, up by 40 points in just over 15 minutes. We'll get a reading on U.S. economic growth for the third quarter, Canadian retail spending, the Bay Street benchmark coming off a winning Thursday, and the stock futures on the TSX also pointing to some gains at the opening of trade. Price for oil down 20 cents at $60.98, and the Canadian dollar down a tenth of a cent at 76.10 at the Business Center. I'm Mike Epple.
Direct invest with Scotia iTrade. Get up to $1,500 cash and $6.99 pricing, or up to 500 free equity trades. Details at scotiaitrade.com/winter20.
Still ahead on 680 News.
It's playing this weekend at the Cinesphere, so let the debate resume. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
You're gonna tell us shit.
14.
I need more coffee.
To treat your cold symptoms, you can carry around a spoon and syrup, or try alternative methods. How about those lozenges? Why not drop all that for a different way? Cold drops, just one drop with a naturally sourced ingredient for temporary symptom relief of cough, sore throat, and nasal congestion.
Relief with just one drop. Cold